This is Brian Anderson with Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke. Allie LaForce, our reporter. You know, on paper, this looks like a lopsided matchup, but anything can happen in the NBA, Grant.
That is the truth. I mean, that's why they play the games. One guy gets hot, a team gets cold. That's all it takes to swing the entire outcome of a game.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. Curry with it. Fires high post. Offensive rebound. Pass to White. The three is up. And that's good. Stephen Curry for three.
Ideally, you want to chase Stephen Curry off the three-point line, but folks, it is not as easy as you might think.
Here's Ball. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. And given LaMelo Ball is 6'7", how does this give him an advantage at his position, Grant?
Well, B.A., he's able to score on smaller guards as well as see over them and find his teammates. His height and quick decision-making are real weapons.
Here's Curry. And good as it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Curry's got 5 now.
Well, the pick and roll is a play that Curry loves to operate, and he's always asking and seeking opportunities in this kind of situation.
Now here's Ball. Down low. Miller outside. There's a screen. Clock at 6. And a miss there on the triple. Here's White. Back to Curry. Pass to Green. Outside Curry. Left side Green. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Curry, no good.
And that's exactly how tightly you have to guard him every time he steps to the arc. He's just that good.
Pulls up. Charlotte, no good that time either.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it because that's the kind of shot this offense is designed to generate.
Now here's Curry. 5 points in the game. Here's Miller. He takes it in. And he jams it home with authority.
And that's how Miller can take his game to the next level, by being aggressive and attacking the basket.
Outside White. On target from range.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Here's Charlotte. It's a 3-point game. And the call will be against Derek White. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes play. Pass to LaFrentz. Takes a three. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Now here's White. Outside Curry. 5 on the clock. Back to White. Stolen by Miller. On the break. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Wow, credit Miller's defense right there. He initiates it and ignites the break.
Well done on the glass. Gets himself in position where he can use his size.
And Grant, despite the Warriors' success over the last decade, it hasn't always been this way for this franchise.
Yeah, they didn't have many winning seasons before they got Steph, Clay, and Dre. And you know, BA, from 1978 to 2012, they made the playoffs just 6 times.
Well, Doris, one thing about LaMelo Ball, not many true point guards walking around at 6'7".
BA, the length of a forward and yet one of the most prolific playmakers in the game today. That gives a coach a lot of versatility and options with one individual player.
It's hauled in by White. Warriors trail by 4. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, the Warriors can be sloppy with the ball. Coach Kerr said, I don't mind turnovers that result from trying to make the extra pass. It's the ones that don't stand a chance to get through that bother me. If we just hit singles, we have so many playmakers and shooters that it's all going to come out pretty positively. Brian?
All right, Allie, thank you. Charlotte, no good that time either. Now the Warriors with it. Pass to Rizachet. And here's Curry. Give him 8. He drops it from range. White's got 6 points.
Love to see Derek White go right up with it off the catch. No doubt right there. Just get the jumper flowing.
Miller outside. White with a steal. And the Warriors pushing it up now. And the powerful one-handed slam.
Well, if you leave someone that wide open, Derek White will put it on time and on target.
The drive by Miller. And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Oh, my goodness. The flare and the explosion on that finish by Brandon Miller. Look out below.
And here's Curry for 3. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. Stephen Curry getting it done for the Golden State Warriors. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in this second quarter. A chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
You've also got to love the way they've been crashing the offensive glass. Multiple opportunities, not giving up on possessions. Beautiful.
And they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds. The Warriors leading. Now here's Simmons. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Simmons has got his first 2 points.
Boy, Ben Simmons, because of his size, inside, he is a dangerous force.
It's Vucevic, high post. Back to Simmons. Driving in. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play. Well, Doris, for a while, the amount of three-pointers seemed to grow exponentially. I think it's plateaued now.
You know, B.A., I'm not sure I agree that it's plateaued. What we do know unequivocally is these organizations have defined how to be the most efficient basketball team. And each and every year, we're setting records in that category. They're just getting smart about the kinds of shots you want and when. We're seeing more shots at the rim, and we're still heavily emphasizing the three-point line.
Smith right side. Back to Rondo. And it's Charles Lee calling timeout here. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Grant, the Hornets are a team hoping to end a pretty substantial playoff drought.
Yeah, it's been a long time since they made a buzz in the postseason, but their return could be closer than people think. A few smart moves here or there might be all it takes.
And there's the call on Dennis Smith. That's his first foul of the game. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Bagley up top. Wide open. And it's cleared by Vucevic.
All alone from mid-range. You gotta think he's kicking himself.
Simmons looking around. Out to the wing. Three-pointer. A nice shot by Chandler. And the Warriors lead by 8.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Right side, Rondo. Now Bagley. No points so far. Washington with the ball. Guarded by Vucevic. Back to Washington. Just 4 to shoot. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call.
I think that's going to stick with them for a while. Huge mistake at a critical juncture in the game.
And I think the intention doesn't always equal the result. Wrong play, wrong time.
Healed up top. Left side, Simmons. Puts it up from 12. The Hornets pull it in. They'll face the Jazz after this game. That'll be at home. That'll be the second of a 2-game stretch at home. And they're able to recover.
That is the long arms and defensive prowess of Ben Simmons on display.
And the ball out of play. The Warriors will have it. The Warriors lead by 8. And from the field after that one, 3 for 4 now.
This is what we call highly efficient play. Working off the screen, getting to the cup.
And so it looks like the Hornets will retain possession here. And the Warriors make some changes. And it's Charles Lee calling timeout here. He wants to give them a breather and talk things over. And you look at the development of AI. How might it affect the league going forward, Doris?
I think there's so much to be learned, Brian, about that exact thing, whether we are talking about the league or whether we're talking about society to a greater extent. As it relates to the league, how will teams employ it for scouting? Does it impact shot selection or player contracts? Maybe even the negotiation of the next CBA. Truth is, we really don't know. What we do know, it's coming fast.
Wallace outside. .136 left in the second. Pass to Curry. And there's a pick. Nifty move. Hits the rim on the way in, and the bucket is good. Curry's got 10.
Well, once again, Steph bails them out with the shot clock nearly at 0. Love his opportunism.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. No surprise here. Stephen Curry hopes to be a Warrior for life. He said being a part of a group of legends that have played for one franchise, established a culture, and won at the highest level, and did it with a lot of different roster combinations, I don't ever take that for granted. Brian, what a run.
Yeah, it is a great run, and he's been the foundation, Allie. Thank you.
He nailed 2 from distance in the opening period. Now gets this one.
Here's Ball on the take. And such a nice move to make that bucket possible.
Woohoo! LaMelo Ball with the ball on a string. How about that drive?
Back to Curry. Green up top. Back to Curry. Over Payton. Misses off the right iron.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
Wow, what a drive by Brandon Miller. On the deck, go to work.
On the wing, Green. Still no points. Pass to Curry. Takes the 3. That won't go either for Curry. And so it's the Golden State Warriors closing out the quarter ahead by 11 points. Great shot selection right now, keeping the game simple and getting high percentage looks. We'll be right back with you shortly. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead.
One thing that impresses you about LaMelo, the way he reads defenses and makes the game easier for everyone around him.
And so Ball nails both of them.
Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
White with it. Outside Curry. The three. Curry buries the triple.
Curry is in his bag. This guy has such a versatile offensive arsenal.
Doris, it's hard to pick one, but Derek White is in the running for best defensive guard.
It's so true, and what Derek White does perhaps better than any other guard is block shots. When we talk about top on-ball defenders, he's also on that list. You want to talk about somebody who can get in the passing lane and be disruptive. He's on that list. Truly can do it all.
Gets the three to fall.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Pass to Kamari. Back to Ball. Here's Payton. Yes, sir, and it's Ball with the assist that time. Payton's got his first bucket in this one.
Boy, what a nice find from LaMelo Ball. You can tell this guy loves setting up his teammates.
Here's Curry. And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the third quarter. Here's the three. Curry with another miss. Hornets trail by 11. Ball with it. Green picks him up. Pass to Payton. Back to Ball. Here's Miller. And another basket for Charlotte.
That was a prayer. All luck getting that one to go.
Green, a screen. On the wing, Green. Back to Curry. White on the wing. From downtown. And it's LaFrentz with the rebound. And the call will be against Derek White. That's his third foul so far.
Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
So it's the Hornets now. They trail by 9. For three, Smith. Fires hitting the triple. Smith's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Great play calling, great execution. Leads to 4 for 4 to start this half.
Outside White. Back to Curry. It's stolen by Washington. Pass to Bagley. Uses the glass on the layup. Now just a 4-point Warrior lead.
They've been aggressive during this run, but they've also played under control.
I think the communication on offense is working at every level right now. What a run for this group.
The three from Curry. And it's Bagley with the rebound. Here's Charlotte. They're on an 11-3 run. Washington a screen. White with the steal. High post Green. No made baskets yet. Pass to Curry. The three. Drops in the three.
He hit 3 triples in the first half. 3 more since. That's nothing to shrug at.
And Washington powers it through.
A dynamic finish, then decides to hang out a little for good measure.
Yep, that's the exclamation point right there. And here's Curry for 3. And the Warriors with another 3.
His points are really adding up from the three-point line. He had 9 from distance in the first half, and he's only getting better.
Here's the break. Here's White. And White finishes off the break. Well done. And an important part of every team's game. A look at the hustle stats for the Warriors.
Well, their D has been a major story tonight. I mean, those steals and putting pressure on the ball, clogging the passing lanes, impressive.
Another thing I thought they did well was pressure. They forced a ton of turnovers, turned those opportunities into points.
Just 2 to shoot. And they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation.
Substitution on the court.
The Warriors lead by 10. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And he can't jam it through. Shot from the wing. A nice shot by Smith. Smith's gotten his second bucket on the night.
What a terrific play by just a tremendous all-around player. This guy makes it look easy.
Left side, Simmons. And slam dunk by Simmons.
Sends it home with some passion.
I think he's rubbing it in a little bit here, hanging up there like that. Stephen Curry getting it done for the Warriors. He made a...
The Warriors, 47.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Here's Simmons. And there's the screen. And out of bounds, the Hornets will take it. Hornets trail by 10. Here's Miller. Oh! And he slams it in one-handed.
Oh, yes. 2 loud points from Miller, making his presence felt.
Back to Simmons. Pass to Hield. Now Simmons. Shot clock at 6. Back to Hield. Over Payton. They get the rebound. Controls the rebound and the putback.
Nikola Vucevic has averaged double-digit rebounds for the vast majority of his career. You want him to get to work on the offensive end? No problem.
Here's Winslow. Offline with a 3. The Warriors lead by 10. Here's Simmons. And the foul on Ben Simmons. That's his first foul of the game.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
And their biggest problem so far, taking care of the ball.
Yeah, they made some great plays, but way too many turnovers.
Outside Hield. Outside Simmons. Back to Hield. Pass to Simmons. Outside Hield. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over. Both teams deciding to change it up.
Substitution on the court.
And that's out of bounds. Last touch by White.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
Yeah, the anticipation was there. The hustle was there. Very close to picking that one.
All no good. The Warriors lead by 10. Outside White. Ooh, here's White on the drive. Got it.
Derek White showing you I can put it on the deck and finish off a pretty drive. Nicely done, Derek.
Pass to Miller. From deep. Buckets. He's now 6 of 10 from the field.
And you can feel the temperature rising in this arena. Both teams pouring it on offensively.
There's been a bit of a flurry here late, and this game may come down to which side gets a stop or two.
Back to Curry. And here's Wallace. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Well, Stephen Curry knows it's his responsibility to create for his teammates, and he does so there on point.
And out of bounds, the Warriors will take it.
Warriors ball.
Launches a three. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. Just about 3 minutes through the fourth and final quarter here. Ball with it. Now guarded by Curry.
2 minutes.
Ball outside. It's rebounded by Rizachet.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
Here's White. And it's LaFrentz with the rebound. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for Charlotte. So far in the fourth, they've allowed just 6 points. Back to Miller. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to LaFrentz. Charlotte needs to get one up in a hurry. Miller on the wing. Shoots over Curry. The jumper from the wing off target.
Listen, that's a shot he can make, but obviously the defense okay letting him shoot it.
They set a pick. Shoots. And again, it's the Warriors missing. They're looking to trim the deficit to single digits. There's Ball with a three. Wallace pulls it in.
Both sides are simply waiting for the clock to make it official. This is going to end up in the books as a nice win for the Warriors.
You know, their ability to protect the ball helped win it for them.
Yeah, it really did. Less turnovers mean you can get more chances to score. All coaches tell you to value every possession.
And so this will lock down their 15th win of the year.
And they meet just twice, so taking the first meeting means a lot to this team.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Stephen Curry.
Efficient productivity. You love what this guy has given to you on the offensive end.
What a performance tonight. Getting a win like this on the road is such a boost.
You've got to be able to block out all distractions in enemy territory. This team did a tremendous job staying focused on the task at hand.
And so Golden State takes this one, and by a big margin. They have to feel good about this performance. It's one they can be proud of.
Very true. I mean, when you're out on the road, the wins can feel a little sweeter. This one has to feel extra special.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.
Yo, I said they were coming for us, but that ain't make me no difference. Said they got something for nuts, but that ain't your ego, is it? Yo, thought I was coming one up, but I got my people clicking. Yeah, I can see yo, so ego driven. But I'm just a real G, I suppose. Tell the man put it on me, I suppose. The envy, I suppose. Cause the girls get friendly, I suppose. But I'm just a real G, I suppose. Do it all for the family, I suppose. But we'll see how it goes. Hope I can stop maybe, but I won't. Baby, I'm the GOAT.